What specifically, for example, AI does, it blurs the lines between those two sides, and it really like turns it much more into the spectrum, where potentially parts of your portfolio might be managed, right? We've launched a product called Generated Assets, which is, you can think of it as like kind of like sort of like a new asset class, where you can prompt your own financial product. And so you can give me companies that are founder-led, are gonna have some, are open to innovation in crypto, and grow more than 30% a year, but also they should have no debt. And then the AI goes out. There's essentially like an agent for each stock on the stock market. Think of it like a stock analyst, And then that prompt goes out, task every one of these sub-agents to basically like run analysis on every stock on the stock market. It comes back, gives you a selection of stocks based off your criteria, tells you why it was picked, gives you a relevancy score based on that, weights the index accordingly, backtests that against the S&P 500, tells you returns and drawdowns, and then you can invest in that, and it sits in your portfolio the same way like an ETF would. And that's where we see a lot of power with AI in investing, because it really blurs these lines between what is self-directed and what is managed. And then you will end up really with a portfolio construction where you're actively involved, but then parts of that portfolio might be managed. We should take them out. Or actually, these other two companies became very relevant actually for this prompt, so they should be included in the index now. And then you're suddenly, with AI, managing your own index the way like, the S&P 500 works, right? Where you have people that have their criteria and their committee to like decide who should be in the S&P, and stuff, but you're doing that together with AI. And so those are the things where we see like a lot of opportunities. And we have a whole other agency we can talk about in a second that we're diving into. But that's the stuff that we're really excited about, which particularly speaks, I think, to this generation that wants to have an active hand in their portfolio.